What's the worst profession not to take seriously? I work as a lifeguard at a water park. One day, a group of teenagers came in and started causing trouble. They were running around, pushing each other into the water, and ignoring all the rules. I warned them several times, but they just laughed and kept going. I told them they needed to leave, but they refused. I called security, and they were escorted out of the park. A few hours later, I saw them sneaking back in. I went over to them and told them they needed to leave again. They started yelling at me, calling me names and saying I was just a stupid lifeguard who couldn't do anything. I told them I was calling security again, and they ran off. I thought that was the end of it. But later that day, I saw them in the wave pool. I went over to them and told them they needed to leave. They started yelling at me again, and one of them pushed me into the water. I got out and called security. They were escorted out of the park again. The next day, I was called into my manager's office. He told me that the teenagers had complained about me, saying I was being rude and abusive. I explained what had happened, and he said he would look into it. A few days later, I was called back into his office. He told me that the teenagers had filed a lawsuit against the park, claiming I had assaulted them. I was suspended from my job, and the park had to pay a settlement to the teenagers. I lost my job and my reputation because of a group of teenagers who didn't want to follow the rules.